The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 15.
61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
It's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off tackle left with Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's Henry.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
On 3rd down, Henry. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
Hey, check that, street.
Let's get that touch.
Ready.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Henry, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we go. Go.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it out.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On one, ready?
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
11.
Another try for Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown Titans. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and think, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down, it's Willis.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
We'll call call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They go play action with Burrow. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Back to Mixon on second down. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the second.
Touchdown, Bengals! Hayden Hurst from 17 yards out.
And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On third down, it's Willis.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. Stiff-armed him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff running left. Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
70. 18 Cardinals.
The pitch to Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
19 plays.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Willis with a quick throw out wide. And it's a Titans touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
There you go. I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. But it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Mixon again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
7 Pirates, Mustang 19.
Here's Willis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 1st and 10, it's Willis. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Inside handoff, Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
19, Tiger, 19.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Beating the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. Willis. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Henry again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. And this is going to be it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A first down carry for Henry. 234 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his long attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And the Titans are going to win the football game. So this one, a Tennessee